Thank you very much, Mr. President, Majority Leader, my esteemed colleagues of the Philippine Senate, good afternoon. Today I submit to this Chamber Committee Report number 4, sponsoring herewith Senate Bill 1306, an act entitled Postponing the December 2022 Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan Elections, amending for the purpose RA 9164 as amended by RA 9840, RA 10632, RA 10656, RA 10923, RA 10952, and Republic Act 11462, and for other purposes. 3 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, I sponsored the first act passed by the 18th Congress, postponing the Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections from the second Monday of May 2022 to December 5, 2020. I then made a promise in full plenary on public record that it would be the last of the repeated postponements of the barangay elections. Today, in the immortal words of the late great Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago, let me confess, just as she did, I lied. Levity aside, there are compelling reasons why I must renege on that promise. The fact that the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections have been postponed relentlessly through decades merely underlies the unfinished business of the deeper issues plaguing both the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan systems. Unang-una, halos taon-taon na tayong nag-e-eleksyon. At kung tutuusin, napakaikli ng 3 taon para gampanan ang napakabigat na trabaho sa barangay. Responde sa tuloy bagyo, magkakabol ng magnanakaw, mamamagitan sa kapitbahay kapag tumawid ng baboy, sa bakuran, pati sa away ng mga asawang nagseselos, lagot sikap. Nung tinamaan tayo ng COVID, sila ang sadyang naging frontliners mula sa ospital hanggang sa bahay-bahay, maging sa bukid at lansangan. Love ko si Kap, ang sabi ni Senator Bgry. Sabay rin si Senator Lapid, Cayetano, Ejercito, Escudero, Estrada, Tolentino, na tulad ko na nilbihan sa lokal. A quick review reveals that every barangay election since 1989 has been postponed, resulting in an actual extension of term averaging 4 to 5 years. Hence, I propose that the term of barangay and SK officials be finally extended to 6 years and permanently fix their elections every May, the year following presidential elections. In fact, I have filed Senate Bill number 1195 last August 16, 2022, positing just such an extension and fixing the dates for both the barangay and SK elections for good. Manding di ko tanggap bilang dakilang Ilocana ang gastos na nilalaan sa kada eleksyon. Manual lang nga at hindi automated. Pumapatak pa din ng bilyon-bilyon. Sa hirap ng panahon ngayon, hindi ba dapat tayong puspusan magtipid? Magagalit higit sa lahat si Senator Angara sa atin na panay ang hanap ng pera. There is likewise a need to revise and streamline the present Sangguniang Kabataan system. In particular, the feasibility of abolishing the Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan at the barangay level, only maintaining it at the city and municipal levels. Ironically, the good intention of our first anti-dynasty legal provision contained in the SK Charter disqualifying relatives up to the second degree of consanguinity of affinity to any incumbent official has rendered ineligible a large class of voters, particularly in the small barangays of 200, 300, 400 voters, where almost everyone is blood-related or by marriage. In my view, instead of an SK federation, a single SK representative in every barangay or municipal council should be considered. Perhaps a federation, a full federation is warranted only at the city or provincial level, with the additional proviso only of reorganizing the SK Federation every 3 years or at midterm, thus avoiding the need for yet another election. Bilang orig na kabataang barangay, lola na po ng mga SK, pakiwari kong gaganda ang takbo ng SK kapag naisaayos ang kanilang termino kasabay ng mga barangay kapitan. Thus, this proposed election postponement is a means to buy us time for a series of measures that the Committee on Electoral Reform and People's Participation is proposing to Congress. This is merely a preliminary measure to give us time to study and debate the deeper issues confronting the barangay and SK systems under our present law. A word of caution, too, regarding the budget COMELEC has requested for the postponement. Out of the 8.441 billion pesos allotted for December 2022 barangay and sangguniang kabataan elections, there should be a balance by month's end of roughly 7.583 billion. COMELEC claims, however, that they have somehow obligated or disbursed far more. And then, they are requesting that should the elections be postponed to December 2023, the amount of 18.441 billion should be provided in the 2023 budget. That is over 218% more than their budget this year. An amount I think is unmerited. Sa tingin ko, kung kailangan magdagdag ng additional na 15% na additional precincts, 15% karagdagang botante, 15% na teachers at BEI, 15% sa mga supplies, dapat 15% lang ang idadagdag sa dating budget ng 8.4 o mahigit kumulang 9.6 billion. Kung nagtapat ang dakilang senador Miriam Defensor Santiago na siyang nagsisinungaling, may sinabi rin siya, kahit sinong tanga pwedeng tumakbo sa posisyon at posibleng umani ng boto sa kapwa niyang tanga. Wala naman sigurong tanga dito, kundi lahat matitinik at masisipag na senador nakatuon sa trabahong hinaharap. September at bare months na po, ramdam na ang Pasko. Paspasan na natin ang pagpapaubaya ng halalang barangay at SK ngayon. Maraming salamat, Ginoong Pangulo at mga minamahal kong kasamahan sa Senado.
Maraming salamat, Madam Imee Marcos, our chairperson.